is doing a live stream here at Times Square where they're doing some yoga. And I'll just set the scene. You see that? There's a lady on the stage, and you see all the yoga participants. It's a very exclusive set. I'm pretty sure this is New York and not Chicago because there's different things. This is the equipment. As you can see, there's no rabid animals at all in here. And this is my face. So this is a very, very uneventful, other than the normal like business. The good thing here is you can I didn't sign up for this event, which is are you go get premium, dude. Sign up for all the free things if you're dying. I don't really know why you're even here. There's nothing free here. I mean, I'm not gonna ban you. I'm just curious. It's Friday. Go out. Thank God it's Friday. You know? Me, I'm just watching all these people who are much more flexible than me have a great time, Like everybody's doing their specialty. There's a very short man here. I mean, sometimes I feel like him, Why isn't he doing yoga? And then here, beware of pickpockets, crime stoppers. All of you can dial this number, 1-800-577-TIPS. If your pocket has been picked, call the police. I'm sure I don't have to tell all of you what that means. Do you guys know what police are? Gosh, they provide security. So anyway, if there was a bounty on me or however many, this is the ideal time to snatch me. If you have a time travel machine, there he is. It is most humiliating and embarrassing for me to be arrested here. I go to Raptor Johnny's chat. It's I still have my PI license, private investigator. What's his name and where was he arrested? As far as I know, I've never been arrested. And I don't think I ever will. I never will because I respect the law in all things. I would have to do extraordinary effort as a lazy asshole to even get arrested now. And the community affairs, I know all about community policing. These are huge men. There's counterterrorism. Other than the occasional scuffle or pickpocket, crime has been reduced by Mayor Eric Adams. You know what I mean? You think there's a lot of crime. It's not. I wish I could tell you there's stabbings all over. No, there's yoga all over. See, the timing. I should really get out of the way. No, but they should have a really clear view of all assailants or something. Anyway, I'm not too flexible. And also, I'm happily married. Remember this. So, I figured out this life. Basically, if you see a young woman all alone, she's waiting for her boyfriend. That's the rule here. Who's the one talking? Is anybody talking? So I'm just doing coverage of this. I don't need to be here. I really don't. Even the security is this is so boring. There's just really nothing going on. There's no striptease. There's no lava. There's no magical attackers. There's no dragons. No aliens. It's just people sitting down, yoga. And pickpockets. You got to worry about pickpockets when they have a big sign that says beware of pickpockets. And there's many Chinese nationals here too. And people on bikes. And if Natalie Portman tries to assassinate me with a bike, oh boy, right in front of all these people, that is ridiculous. You know, so far so good. I wonder if I need a shave and all this. So anyway, this is the shot. And you can see all these people having a great time, being bored. This is the lady who's going to be leading. And since this is a public area, there's no reasonable expectation of privacy. I can say things like, spread wide all your joy inside. This is what yoga is all about. You know? If I was single in New York, I'd be like, oh my goodness, look at all these girls. However, I'm happily married. So, I'm protected. Hey, a podcast like Come Town. See, like, the people I've banned, for example, Raptor Johnny, Nick Stone, and Loquacious Jackson Esquire, and two other people that I wouldn't like unban. I unbanned Raptor Johnny and Nick Stone, and then, like thinking, oh, they'll be told. Raptor Johnny came in here, and he's like, hey, where's all my perks? The other one, Nick Stone, okay, this is what you guys want to see, right? I mean, they're right there. This is in a public place, and like that's what you want to see, right? So moving on from all that, for educational purposes, now that I have your attention, maybe I should go here. Again, I'm happily married. There's just nothing going on. Get it right. I will just say salute. And I'm not a pickpocket, which I was actually. And there's another one here. There's the other side of this. I didn't even know. This is the other half of the yoga. There's a lot more people on this side than that. I don't understand. It was like two different parallel things. So, So let me establish the shot. My name is Nate Mendez. Social security number XXXXXXXX. I'm under 1 trillion years old, but I feel old. I'm too old to die young. So all I'm doing is, like, one, there's pigeons there. So the pigeons should be like doing yoga. There's pigeons there. And then if you like this, it's like, yes, it's me. You could pretend you're like a god. Worship me, all you mortals. Yes, it's me. Right? No. Yoga is not relaxing. Okay? So honestly, for somebody who's supposedly a woman, oh my God, I get to see yoga people. Any new techniques? The lady is teaching. Look, I have severe back problems. So this is actually relevant to me, This is live yoga on the solstice. If you're a nature person, thank you. They're very good. And they left this entire back thing open. Okay? Like, I'm just trying to see if I can get, hey, take all my lower back pain, guys. You know how to process it, This is the best angle. I hope I'm not talking too much. I'm just establishing that I'm a harmless person. I'm learning from this lady because at home I can do this. It's just like if I had that kind of flexibility. Oh my goodness. Just looking. Hey Matt. So like, we can pretend they're all worshiping me for some reason. But it's a lie. How's it smell? What the hell's wrong with you? Smells like fish. What the? Just, oh my goodness. So you can see the assortment. All right? This is what yoga is all about. Opening your holes to demons. You might like this chick. I don't know if she's single, but you can reach out. You can you're probably fapping to this. Please don't. Right? I knew you'd fall in love with this one. You're just imagining her mouth around something of yours. Again, Luckily, I have this. I can appreciate this. Get it out of your system. You said, let me know when to attack. You're going to attack this? Really? You just said, Mamma Mia. What are you, Italian? You're going to attack her? What if she's the champion of the other side? What are you going to attack her with? Flowers? Romance? You fucking idiot. How's that smell? What if I told you it smells like roses and strawberries? Huh? She's taken, you fool. Nobody not taken can take a center stage like this. And she's proud of her body. It's a public space and she's toned every single part of it. And then the real professionals are right here. Okay? You'd be happy until somebody stole her from you. Fucking be honest. What are you doing in the bust if you're happy? Okay? So I'm showing you in the Bible is like, why soldiers are you fighting for? She's got that smile like, ooh, the things I could do all over your body, right? I know the type. She got a tattoo on her foot. Look at that. Okay? You'd be happy for like, what? 2 months. Then she'd tell you, I want to have a baby or a country. Okay? This is why these are all perpetually bachelorette people. You are not good enough for all of them. Sorry, accept this. Right? I get all this shit for free. In fact, if you're really fucking horny, I'll bring you to something like More Your Speed. Right? Basically, no holds barred, very minimal clothing. Okay? And then I'll be right next to the police with the beware of pickpockets. You see that? They set up a position like next to George M. Cohan. Okay? But this is what you want, right? Just like that. I've seen very many people in this life just do that. Like a little kid at that height is like, Mommy, what are those? Those are hams. Okay? And they're like, I'm just covering this event just to see if there's any terrorism. The only terrorism around here, and this is a public venue, I was saying you want to see that one where you want to fall in love and romance and all that. You just fap at home. You know? Here is where commerce lives. This is where, like, either I'm supposed to be dead or I'm supposed, hey, Bam, like, you've been here, okay? I'm not trying to steal nothing. But there are two naked chicks almost here. And then, Bam, remember when I tried to introduce you to, like, the hairdresser and you were, like, non-committal? I know you. You're a buffet type of guy. So for the JKK, okay, one, this is the one that Matt Leo likes. Just look at the face. It's like, oh my God, Mamma Mia. But these are the rest. Now, if Islam was low like this, like they have their prayer mats and then very, very thing, I don't think there'd be much objection to fucking Islam. Okay? See the bias? They're gonna delete it in my stream unless they patch that. Okay? This is the kind of prayer mat I can stand behind. Hey, Don. I'm sure you have this in Florida. However, what we have in New York is like, foot tattoos. And I know you have foot tattoos there, but this lady is a New York lady. See how flexible she is? She turns down like, things. She might be taken. I don't see a ring. I don't see a ring at all. Now, where are you? Imagine you're here, Matt, right where my finger is, and then like that, right? I don't. And I'm here with all sorts of people of all ages. Me, I'm too old to die young. I should have died at 12. I'm 48 now. And Mark Mays just subscribed to my fucking channel. Why, Mark? Why? All right? So I'm trying to make this very wholesome, family friendly. However, these women don't want to be wholesome or family friendly. They want to be fit. Like, I could say bees here. Or mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Ignacio, I don't even know who you are. But like Matt Leo looked at her face and was like, I'm in love. She is my wife, blah, blah, blah. Get in line, pal. All right? There's a reason she was picked, like Jennifer Lawrence or something. You can see. I could move to that thing and then get the angle you guys like. But, Bam's a buffet guy. Take your pick, buddy. Okay? Notice, like in that area, nobody's standing either. Or just like, posting up. There are professional photographers right here. They make trillions of dollars. Why not, right?
We make billions.
It's a start. Millions first. All right. Because, okay, what you got to do, Ignacio, if you want to see whole, shave your head or sacrifice one of your children to Lucifer. Tell me when you got that done. All right, because I know you'll be right on that. Hey Tom, bullshit. Show pictures on your channel. Oh, that's right. You don't even have one. Okay, you see all the happy Celsius. JK, you love this. There are women of all shapes and sizes, but you gotta have charisma, and you have to have the mic, and you have to have the chops. But you know what people aren't doing? Occupying that space, trying to see whole. You know what I mean? You can see that across the street. You can see that like on the internet. But you can't touch it. Here on the outside, you could get arrested, but you touched it, right? I did what? Fuck out of here. I blocked your main? Name, I'm good, right? I might probably slipped. Unless you're some fool, Oh boy, look at that one. If I was over there, you'd get a zoom, but this is a wholesome thing. You can get plenty of creep shots on the internet. Like, go download the Epstein log shit or whatever. I did unblock her. Hey, cohort. You I know. But I'm not sure you're going to be a stayer. All right. All the people who love Nate Mendez, hands up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't see shit in my chat, but in real life, see the love, see the fucking love, right? I unblocked Raptor Johnny and Nick Stone. Okay, that's not blocked. I don't know why. Here, feet pics. Look. Show feet, show toes. You see that? Very few people focus on the toes. She has a foot tattoo too. This is what $1 trillion photography is all about. Yeah, resist. Well, then she's an idiot. How about she use all of her Israel connections? Now I'm going to do the weird, creepy shit that you all want. I'm going to show you. Oops. They're making sure that, you can't really zoom. There is an actual park ranger or a man, public safety. Here. This is the pervert side, There's kids here. So it's very obvious. Anybody who sets up here, they know what the fuck you want. All right? You sons of bitch. Okay? Now with the nice lady over there, I've been classified harmless, She turned her back on me. All right, guys. Okay. Maybe it's just not just the AI. Maybe people like doing this shit in public. All right, you fuck faces. Let's see Sky do all this shit. And not only that, she's convincing all these other people to do that. Oh, you gotta step it up. I'm just listening to all this shit she's saying. I've established that I'm a regular, valid photographer. Nobody's covering this angle. All right, Tom? There's black ladies too, bald. Okay? Of all shapes and sizes. They're so worried about their body fitness that they're just focusing on the exercise. I could do this. I'm not being tackled to the ground. Hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? Filming. This is what authority and legitimacy can get you. Instead of doing the fucking idiot way and sneaking around, just be bold and just do this shit. Tom always breaks me up, man. Like he took his shirt off and it's like I was suggesting American History X is like instead of a swastika, I'm gonna get a pride flag or a rainbow. I guess. But we already know you're gay. Take over the other side. Claim the fucking swastika. Your wife, huh? There's a man here, I'm sure. There's a few men. You know? There's supervisors here who are their only thing, like me, as an event organizer, is the quality experience, the feedback. Did you have a great time? Of course, we all did. There's a huge gap in coverage here. And I established that, she's pretty. And then if you want to, like, zoom in, all right? Like, she works out all parts of her body. That is not a big deal. Like, 30 years of that shit, you'll be bored. Okay, name? Remember our little powwow yesterday where I pulled the Hitler? That's my reward. 5 minutes standing like this with the supervisor. Nobody's covering this angle. Why? Cowardice. Okay? Because my heart is pure and I'm harmless. And I'm happily married too. If my wife saw this, I'd probably, oh my goodness, what's she doing? She's clenching, guys. She's fucking clenching. Like, down dog position. Voluntarily in public. You've seen her face. That's what you want, right? Give me a fucking money for a tripod, you nitwit. Tell me, who else can do? Can Ice Poseidon do this? Tell me, who's your favorite live streamer? Who the fuck? In Florida? I'm in New York. We have counterterrorism here. The police are right over there. Call 911. I'm the guy on the scene. I am 911. I'm making sure nobody here starts masturbating in front of me. You guys are at home, feel free. You're the bust. You're not the prude. I'm in big trouble if I don't do this. She loves to, like she's an exhibitionist. All these other girls would love to be in her position. To you guys, she's turned around. Her face doesn't matter. Right? This is just a job. All this is for work. Okay? She's giving you. Yes, enjoy all your gratitude. She's a worker, okay? A leader. She gets your attention. Now the message. You're gonna drift. And it's like, when are you gonna show ass again? Never. Listen to her. This is how Sav and Nick Stone get you. Let something go, boys. The girl who got away, the ugly trauma, you were molested at 12, you're a man who wants to die like a girl. Let all that go. If it's for you, it'll come back. I encourage you all, if I'm a pervert, dial 911, go to FBItips.gov. I'll be right here. And she's like, that's called approval, guys. Okay? I don't know. I'm looking straight at the cops. And then, all right? I'm not even a pervert. Believe me, I'm married. I am fucking married by the great state of New York. So what single women like to do around married guys like me, see what you like, almost as pretty as my wife. Okay? Am I hard? Okay, report me. I'll wait. You guys get to see it in live. Don't you think this lady could like restrain me, break my ankles? I'm right here. Am I all alone in this simulation? Isn't there any Karen gonna report me? You're doing something wrong? These are all my Karens. They want to be fit. Then I look at all of you busters and you want to be fat. I'm very proud of this lady. She has no, not even body shame because she's helping Karens.
And I know some
See?
people like this pose with a straight back leg, but today, humor me.
See, like I can't do that for all of these.
Yeah,
So
good.
she's
I like to
taking
think
all
of
this
like
feminine
that
energy
swaying in the
and
wind.
shooting it out.
Kind of go with the flow. You're not gonna get knocked over. Too stiff. Someone's gonna push you over. So stay flexible.
Name, I'm not. You said you're a girl or a boy. I don't know. You tell me what the fuck you are.
Beautiful.
I'm
Take
I'm
a big
I'm
inhale.
I'm basically like
Now,
normalizing the chat, the busters. If you like this kind of shit, you're probably me and straight. If you're gay, you're very angry right now.
find the bend in the back. Exhale, power lunge.
And they all have cell phones and not working fingers to dial 911.
Exhale, power lunge. Arms reach back.
Name, is that you? Like, are you Nick Stone?
Reach
Then
your arms.
you were there yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's spicy.
Okay. These are all attractive women to somebody.
Exhale,
They have suitors. They have people emailing them. Like, will you go out with me? Like that. I already have my wife. I'm just documenting this for that. Whoa, history. And basically, yes, the flexibility of this chick, man. I could be all misogynist and patriarchy, but I'm thinking of her as a daughter, you know? Like, look at my daughter impressing all of these people. And she's not even Filipino.
No judgment. Inhale, left leg lift.
See, she even said no judgment. I know what you're doing.
Please use your
I have a camera right where she is.
three-legged dog.
And it doesn't phase her at all.
Tricep.
She looks straight at me. And do you think, like, if you're self conscious?
Exhale,
Perfect.
cross it over, squeeze.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Inhale, three-legged dog.
See? Right?
Exhale, each towards your nose.
That little strip between her legs is as meaningful as her back. You let it go. Your shyness, your fear, your cowardice. Let it all go. I don't have a body like that.
Okay, thank you. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms reach up.
I don't know. How much money do you make if she's my real daughter? Okay? This is like feminine goddess energy. The first thing the goddess does is get you in the carnal mode, and then you're like, "Durr, I'm stupid." Then you don't see the knife in your belly. Where is her knife right now? Do you see her knife? Always look for the knife first. Does she have anything to hide inside there? No, no weapons up there.
Last one to the pose leg.
Okay?
That's your homework. Take a breath in as you reach the arms forward, come all the way up.
That's because Nick will never will have the strength or courage to do all this for her people.
Ribs drawing together.
This lady says, I'm going to lead you to fitness.
You gaze up towards the sky.
I would rather actually focus on the people.
As you exhale,
There's a guy there
power
trying
back
to
leg.
overcome his belly.
Breath in,
You see that?
back up, breath in, pose.
One man
Breath in
among
the
all
back
this
knee.
estrogen.
This posture
Matt Lee
is
was like,
amazing.
what's the
Exhale,
smell?
power
That's the smell of effort.
back.
Okay? You see all their hopeful faces? Some are overweight, some are underweight, some are undernourished, some are Asian. They're looking to do better, not worse. They're improving themselves instead of cutting people down. And that's what I like. It's not about that for me. I can see that anytime with my wife. I can never see my wife lead all these people. You know, what has she done to achieve center stage and parade that all day and lead these people to fitness? I'm curious. See how she's smiling at you?
Maybe grab opposite elbow.
No, I understand it, Nick. If that's you, there it takes all kinds. But that's what I aspire. Do you want to be like a security guard like her? I mean, she has power and authority too. She's not doing that, but she has presence. Look at that. Okay? She decides this is restricted area. Unless you are allowed or even worthy, you can't go in there.
Downward facing dog.
Okay? And I'm doing all this in front of her. You ever see like an authority notice, hey man, you're not supposed to do that, take it off.
Differences. Inhale, right leg lifts.
If she was my daughter, man, boy, my DNA strayed really far from Filipino, you know?
Right tricep.
It's like I don't even know her name, but I think maybe I remember. I've been all over the world, you know?
Good left tricep. One more. Right
She's
tricep.
very, very flexible. The opposite of me.
Good. Need a nose.
Take screenshots.
Keep your eyes there. Now
But
look
this
at
is the main focus, guys. The striving of all these people, however their bodies are, they're improving.
The left leg lifts.
Not that you care.
Get the left foot
Like,
loose,
you know, never seen this pose, right? Get her done, daughter.
maybe
You
there's a
know?
little micro bend in the right knee. Warrior three.
See, some of you online is like, I'm a girl. All right. If my son is driving a girl's body, he's doing a fine ass job.
Arms reach forward.
No pun intended.
Breath in. As you exhale, hands down to the mat. Listen closely. Right leg lifts up and back. Three-legged dog.
Okay, name?
Bend the knee
And I
over.
told you yesterday, I like talking to you as name 49 because it's like Nate 49. 49 is a very, very powerful number. Rosers.
The right arm forward.
Like, you know, if I woke up and it's like I had a little daughter, what the fuck are you doing in your room? You are gonna not go out there for 50 fucking years.
Slowly lower the hips. Come back.
You have to be 58 before you can even do that in public.
Big inhale to the nose.
But then she escaped, and now look, she said, look, I can do all I want. This is America.
Inhale, left leg lift.
At least I get to see her once in a while. You know what I mean?
Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Squeeze. Right tricep. Squeeze.
Yes, please do.
Left.
You're saying you have connections, Mossad, Israel, Shin Bet, Nesit. Please do.
Three-legged dog.
I'll have them recall all the things I did for Golden Meir's memory.
Softly step it through.
You know, if they come here, they all had better have a bag of gold
Notice what
for
your
me.
mind is saying to you.
And if they don't appear within the next 30 seconds, then you're full of shit, and we all know it. I'll do a countdown. Maybe you'll go strike in the dark.
Big
Surprise, right? If this offends you, do something about it. All I will do is stand here,
you're looking right.
okay?
Walk in.
And I'm
Hands
covering
come to the heart.
this.
Elbow tips
I'm not covering just that.
the ribs. Think
This is
open
the
heart.
event. I do
Pause.
event management.
It's okay. Just have fun with it. But I want
Just
you
have
to
fun with it.
launching forward.
Dial all your connections and don't bluff. Do it.
Let the right leg
Do you think I want to live forever? No, I don't. I want to see what happens next.
You leave the mat. Open up the heart. Yep, elbow tips wrap back.
All right? So I'm going to start counting. And chat, you're going to count along with me silently to yourself. Let's imagine I'm bringing you all to a very tall building, a 30-story building. This is the 0th floor. I'm going to count up to 30. We're going to ride the escalator all the